So in this video, we're going to try to walk you through how to determine a monthly payment when purchasing a home. So question one says, find the monthly payment needed to amortize the principal and interest for the fixed rate mortgage. Use either regular monthly payment formula or the given table. So first off, amortize sounds to be a unusual number. So what does amortize even mean? To amortize a loan means to pay it off regularly over time through regular equal monthly payments. So each payment is going to include two parts, the principal and the interest. So over the life of the loan, the balance slowly gets smaller until it reaches zero at the end of the term. So our goal is to get to zero. What we pick up though is when you're paying off a mortgage, most of your front end is interest. You don't really start paying off the balance until later in that. So that's a challenge. So when a mortgage is fully amortized, it means its monthly payment is calculated so that, again, the payment stays the same every month. And when the loan is paid off, the principal is equal to zero. Now, the thing is, you have loan terms. 15, 20, or 30 years are usually the most common. Okay. So we do have a formula. So the regular monthly payment formula is as follows. So R stands for the regular monthly payment. P stands for principal. R is going to stand for the rate of interest or annual interest rate. The 12 is going to be, you're going to divide by, to get the monthly interest rate, you have to divide by 12. And then we have this 1 minus this 12 over 12 plus R raised to the 12t. So there's a lot going on in that formula. We're not going to explain why it works. We're just going to use it. So in question one, we want to find the monthly payment needed to amortize the principal and interest for a fixed rate mortgage. Use either the regular monthly formula, payment formula, or a given table or the given table. So the given table is actually pretty easy. So in the table, all I got to do is identify the number in the table and multiply that by the number of thousands. So to find the number of the table, again, you have one in your example. This it looks something like this one. So notice how we're doing a 6% rate. So I need to find where the interest rate is, 6%. And the term loan is 15. So 15 and 6%. It looks like we're here. So the number I need is this 8.43857. So I've identified that number. So I write that down. So 8.43857. So we want to multiply that number by the number of thousands. So since we have 88,000, the number of thousands is 88. So essentially what you do is you move the decimal three places to the left or drop the three zeros, and that's going to be the number of thousands. So that's all we really got to do if I'm using the table is just multiply this number here off the table and multiply by the number of thousands. So see if I can find my calculator. So I'm going to pause for a second here and see if I can pull up a calculator. So using the calculator, let me clear this off here. And then if we type in that number, 8.43857, if we multiply by the number of thousands, that'll give us our monthly payment. And we usually round that to the nearest cent. So we're going to pick up on that. That's going to be 742,059 cents. That's going to be how much we pay per month for that. So if I want to use the formula, so to find our monthly payment, our principal was the 88,000. Our interest rate was 6%, so it's going to be 0.06 divided by 12. And then all this is going to be divided by 1 minus this 12 over 12 plus my rate of interest is 0.06 raised to 12 times the number of years. So the number of years was 15. So if we do that math, we should get the same answer. So I'm going to do this twofold. I'm going to do the top to start with. So in parentheses, I've got this 88,000. No commas necessary, just 88,000. It looks right. And then in parentheses, we have this 0.06 divided by 12. And then close parenthesis. That gives me the numerator of 440. Now, to do the bottom, I have 1 minus in parentheses. But notice how we have a fraction inside here. So I'm going to use the fraction button. So F1 is my fraction button. So alpha F1, choose number 1. I can now put the 12 in my numerator, go down and type in 12 plus 0.06, and then use my arrow, come out, close the parenthesis. And then I have an exponent of 12 times 15. So raise it to 12 times 15, and that gives me, looks like 59. Oh, I forgot oops. Oh yeah, I got to put the two together. So I got to go 440 divided by this. So if I highlight the 440, hit enter, and then divide by, go up there and hit the 0.59 number there, hit enter again, copy and paste if you will. Now hit enter. Now so it does give me the 742.59. So notice how the table is a lot quicker than trying to put that into the calculator.